Hello and welcome to the Spiritual View. I'm Jennifer Halliburton with the Awakened Jenn Tarot, and I'm a Soulful Revolution certified tarot reader, spiritual advisor, and healing and manifestation coach. And I'm one of the hosts for the Spiritual View. And today I'm going to be bringing you Twin Flame Tuesday. And I'm actually kind of changing this to for those that have a twin flame, this is going to be your twin flame reading, but it's also just a soulmate reading as well. So whoever your specific person is. So if you are not a twin flame, you can also look at it from that perspective as well. Let's see. This spread is called Is It Over? And so we're just wanting to look at these connections that have kind of been on again, off again for a while. They look like that they were possibly going to come together, and then just all of a sudden it just falls apart again out of nowhere. And it's leaving a lot of the feminines not knowing what direction they even need to go anymore. And so I found this spread and I just thought, you know what, this could answer a whole lot of questions for us right now and help us to know, what we need to do on our paths as the feminine. I know that we do have some of the masculine, so you can swap this energy however it works for you. But we do have mainly feminines that do watch this channel. So all right, so before we get started, I want us to go ahead and take 3 deep breaths together and do the invocation to call on the spirit team. So if you'll close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths with me. All right, breathe in. That's 1. Breathe in. That's 2. Breathe in. That's 3. I now call in my angels, archangels, ascended masters, my higher self, and guardian angels to please enter this present space and time. I call upon Archangel Michael to place a bubble of protection around us. Only beings of the highest vibration of pure love and light may enter in. So be it. All right, so today we're actually going to be using some new decks. So they're very magical looking. And so I'm really excited to use these. We have Magical Times Empowerment cards. And so these are such pretty cards. I will probably be using these a lot. I love the messages that I'm getting with them. And then I've got Spirit Song Tarot is what I pulled the spread with today. So I actually went ahead and pulled the spread because this is a pretty big spread. And like I said, these are new cards and I do want to make sure that I can understand them before I just get right into it. And so I've gone ahead and pulled the spread out and it is beautiful. Oh my goodness. I'm just like, oh, I cannot wait to go over this whole thing. It's just so beautiful. So we're going to start with the Oracle cards. So again, this is the Magical Times Empowerment cards. And so I pulled 1 card for the feminine, 1 card for the masculine, and 1 card for the connection. And so for the feminine at this time, we have pilgrimage. So you are on a journey. You're on a journey to your own greatness. Your soul is longing to find the way. Only you can choose your path. And so, if you didn't realize that this whole twin flame mission really did put you on a whole journey, but it had nothing to do with the relationship. It activated you onto your spiritual path journey, and your spiritual path mission. And so it's gotten you to this certain level so far. And I think that you're, at least at this point, I think for the feminine, you're thankful for what this connection has brought to your life, even if it has brought some pain to you as well. Even if it didn't go the way that you had hoped it would go, you're still more thankful than not. You know that the purpose of this connection was really to activate you onto your spiritual path, and it absolutely did that. You skyrocketed, you've ascended, you've really leveled up and continue to grow despite whether or not you had that constant connection or not. So you have gone on your own journey, and I think that you're about to be rewarded. You're about to see what this journey was all about. Okay, so that's a beautiful message for the feminine. And for the masculine, we have expectation. So I think one thing is because the masculines tend to be very 3D, they're the earth based, very logic driven. And so I think that they don't know what to expect. This feels so out of the normal. And so like that's the part is like what they would traditionally be expecting out of certain connections. This one has not worked the way that they thought that it would. Their expectations have been blown, just wide open here. And I think that because I just still feel so much control in this. Like I'm still trying to control. I haven't fully released my previous expectations of how things need to work. And I think that that's part of what they've been working through is releasing the expectations, not expecting this to work like a traditional connection, and not being able to walk away from it like a traditional connection either. Be open for whatever comes next. It might just be the music your heart's been waiting to hear. And so, like, the guidance here, is that they are trying to open up, they are trying to be open. But I think that, again, that logic mind has just really, controlled so much of their actions and reactions. Okay, so for the connection, we have friendship. And so that one card alone tells me that I don't feel like this is over, because I don't feel like that you could just even be just friends with your true twin flame or soulmate, high level soulmate. I don't think you could just be friends. I think that it would always cross boundaries no matter how you would try to manage that connection. And so we have, again, like I said, friendship. So I think it may have to start back in this more innocent space, more of the getting to know you space, not the full connected. But I do feel like that this is talking about it is going to come back together. That's the first thing I got from that was this feeling that no, it is going to come back together. So be with the ones who make you shine, who love you and really care. Keep those and let the others go. And so I think that, you really think about who are the ones who make you shine. It is going to be your divine counterpart who's going to make you shine the brightest and who loves you and who really does care about you. And so I feel like that this is talking about getting into that true soul alignment. But I think that it starts with just friendship. It starts with, like, we're not having, coming back to this expectation here, we're not having huge expectations of each other. We're just taking this as it comes, and enjoying just the process of just seeing where it goes. Okay, so moving on with the rest of the spread, and this is with the tarot. So like I said, the rest of this is a 14 card spread, and it just goes over a lot of different questions that I know are on our mind right now. So the first card is this person's true thoughts about you. So this is what, they're really thinking about you at this time. And we have the Four of Shells, so soul searching, reevaluation. So the Four of Shells correlates with the Four of Cups. And so the Four of Cups is about missed opportunities, feeling like they missed out on something. And so, yeah, they are reevaluating right now whether or not they made the right decisions. They're looking at their whole life and they're realizing how much value that one connection really had for them. And so, like, right now, it may look like they are ignoring the offer, or that they don't want the offer, or they're rejecting the offer, but they're actually in deep contemplation. They do feel it. They do understand that this was something significant. And they're just taking time to really soul search through that. That soul searching is what I really feel like that biggest pull away has been, is because they're really trying to figure this out. Is this real? Because there's something about the logic part, coming back to this card right here, the expectation. It's just so far different from anything that they know or they have experienced. And so they don't really know what to expect from this, and it scares them. Okay, so for the second card, this is this person's true feelings about you. Oh my goodness. And we got the Queen of Shells. And so the Queen of Shells correlates with the Queen of Hearts. And that is just like my heart wide open. It's just almost this full surrender. Like they know that they are connected at this heart level with you. And I mean, it's just peace and compassion. It's just, I mean, it's everything that they want. That's just like it, in one of the other cards, she's literally just like, you know, full surrender, just like take my heart. All right. So, the current blocks right now, what is the resistance? We have the Five of Shells. So, the Five of Shells is about some level of grief, it's disillusionment, it's something that didn't turn out the way that they thought it was going to. So this is the block right now, is it's getting over the grief. So, you know, one or both of you may have been in other connections that had real emotional things attached to it, and maybe even trying to get out of these connections, it was very difficult. It caused a lot of drama and maybe caused a whole lot of loss in the process too. And I mean, they may have thought that was their happily ever after. And so they're having to deal with this idea that they were wrong about that. And now then, like, can I trust myself to put myself into a new connection? And, you know, the one thing I really do love about the Five of Cups is it is a card about not settling. It's a card about where when you get too focused on what's been taken from you and you don't realize, because in that card there's usually two cups that represent the Two of Cups, which is a high level soulmate. You still have a lot of love left in your life. It's just you have to, you know, get over the grief over the things that you've lost at this point, and be open to the accepting of what's still to come. Okay. So the fourth card is, this is what this person wants from you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So this is what this person wants from you. We have the Two of Shells. That's the Two of Cups. That is the high level soulmate connection. In fact, on this card, it says union and harmony. That's what they want. They are resistant to it just because of it not looking the way that they thought it was supposed to look, or things not working the way that they thought it was going to work. But ultimately, union is what they want. They want this connection. They understand, you know, oh, look at it, it's the lovebirds. I love that. Okay, so how can we improve this situation? Okay, so we've got the Queen of Acorns. So the Queen of Acorns is, let's see, that's the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is not settling. This is about knowing what you deserve, and you attract it in naturally just because of that's how magnetic you are. And you wouldn't dream of settling for anything less than what you know that you deserve. And so in this card, it's talking about passion and creativity. So I think that just live in your fullest expression of yourself. Be happy, be joyful, and just know that all of this really is coming together when it's meant to come together. Don't even spend any time worrying about it, because if it's not meant for you, you don't even want it anyways. The Queen of Wands would never settle for something that was not meant for her. And so she just knows that when it's coming, when it's meant to come in, it's going to come in. Like, she's just not even worried or bothered at all about worrying about whether or not this is showing up. She knows it will, because she deserves it, and she gets what she deserves. Okay. She has a confidence level that I think most of us don't actually have. But that's what we're being told to really step into, is that level of confidence. Okay, so what actions will this person take at this time? What actions do we expect? Oh my gosh. Okay. Sorry. We have the Ace of Shells. This is the Ace of Cups. That's a new relationship. That's the new offer of the new connection. It's happiness. It's abundance. That is that new start in the relationship. Oh my gosh. Is it over? Already, I can kind of tell you, no, I don't feel like it's over. Okay. Um, All right. So how will they communicate? Okay. So we've got the Ace of Acorns, and the Ace of Acorns is the Ace of Wands. So it's going to be really creative, and I feel like it's spontaneous too, just out of nowhere. I think that this is coming in. We have confidence. I mean, it just passionate. Just the Ace of Wands. They may, oh gosh, okay. It may come in as first as an offer of just passion, just a night of passion. That's really, yeah, because I mean, if you know what this card is, like in other decks, the way that the imagery even shows up in other decks, like there's the ram on here that's connecting me with that Aries energy of just like, I'm moving forward. I am confident. Okay, so and I'm telling you, I'm feeling so connected with we've got the Aries energy coming in with the Mars conjunction, the Mars Jupiter conjunction on Wednesday, tomorrow. So that right there, I already felt like there was some big energy coming with that. Because I mean, it was just all of that Aries energy just expanded with Jupiter. And then we've got just several big things. That full moon in Aquarius is also something that you should probably keep an eye on, and that is August 19th. So, like, we've got some big astrology moments coming up that's going to give like a push to this energy. So, I mean, I just feel like this could really happen much quicker than you probably even think that is possible. Okay. Are they interested in someone else? So, do they have someone else on the side? So, we have the wheel. We have change possibilities. So, the wheel is about fate, destiny, karma. So, they probably do have a karmic, because this is related to karma. I do feel like that they do have someone on the side, and that's probably, it was their own distraction. It was their own distraction to keep them from having to really face, this connection. Okay. Will I be happy if they came back right now? In the energy that they are in right now, am I going to be happy? We have the King of Feathers, which is the King of Wands. And so we've already had, no, the King of Feathers is the King of Swords. Yeah, the King of Feathers is the King of Swords. So on this card, it says logic and justice. And so I connected right away with the justice. So we were asking, will you be happy? Will we be happy if this person returns right now, if they show up right now? And we're going to feel like justice has been served. It's the right thing. And it's the logical thing. It's like the only thing that makes sense at this point. So yeah, I think that we're going to be happy because it's the only thing that makes sense. Okay. And should you move on? And we have the Lovers card. So again, we've got too much here that's telling me that this does come together, does come back together. So this tells me that the choice is yours. The choice is always going to be yours. You know what you've been through. You know what you're willing to, put up with and what you're not willing to put up with. And you know that if they don't show up in the correct way, you're not going to accept that anyways, because the Queen of Wands would never accept something less than what she deserves. And so the choice is yours, but I do think that you're going to be pulled to this connection because we've got too much other of this energy coming out, this high level soulmate energy coming out. So I think that you should choose love, and you should choose yourself, in your self-love above all the love, that we're talking about. So you can be loving to this other person, even from a distance, but the loving thing that you're doing for them is not allowing them to come in and treat you in a, unkind, unfair way. Okay, so will they return within 3 months? We have the Three of Crystals, which is the Three of Cups, and that is celebration. I just get a big yes on this. This is the soul family. In fact, I connect it with this same energy here. It's just finding your people. And that's also a union energy to me as well. So I do feel like within 3 months, we will have this. And I also I'd already said I was connecting with a few dates that were coming up really close, though. And then I asked, will they return within 1 month? And we got the awakening card, which I think this is, which one is this? The awakening. Hold on, let me see which one this correlates with. Enlightenment, renewal. Is that the Tower? Let's see. Judgment. That's the Judgment card. Sorry. All right, so I get a yes with this card, just because the Judgment card is also about things being made right. And then on this, it said renewal, enlightenment, and just the awakening. To me, that's still all yes. My eyes are wide open. I see this thing clearly now. I'm very clear about what I want. And the potential outcome as things are today is the Empress. I mean, that's union energy at like just with the threes. I mean, just look at how much of the threes have even shown up in this. But we have beauty and abundance, and it is the divine feminine energy. I just feel, yes, that the potential outcome is that this really does come back together. As long as we can stay in our feminine energy, in that, Queen of Wands, think of the Queen of Wands energy of just knowing and just living our lives in that creative space and just having that fulfillment that comes within us, just because we know that what we deserve is coming to us, that we will get the lives that we deserve. Okay, and so the advice at this time is the Knight of Shells, which is the Knight of Cups. So that is about the romance. Allow the romance to come in. This is charm, passion. Just, this is the rose-colored glasses. This is just, let yourself already believe that this is yours, even if it's not in your 3D reality right now. Let yourself already believe it's mine. It's just the matter of just when it gets here. It's already mine. It's just a matter of when it shows up. All right. So I want to see, though, what does this situation look like within 1 week? Because we do have that significant astrology here in the next couple of weeks. So what does this situation look like within 1 week? We have the Six of Shells. Oh, wow. Okay. Which is the Six of Cups. That is that past life person. And that's the nostalgia showing up. We have the High Priestess. And so that's just this deep knowing. And then we have the Magician. So that's the manifestation coming. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. So yeah, the Six of Shells is the Six of Cups. So that is that past life connection. So I do feel like that this energy we're talking about, and I mean, by the full moon in Aquarius, that's what I'm calling right now, is that it's so connected. We may have like the Mars Jupiter conjunction that's happening tomorrow might be the thing that opens this up. But then I feel like that definitely by that full moon, this is where this comes in. I'm just feeling very, very strongly. And so being very connected with your intuition, you just have this deep knowing. I feel like the ones that are resonating with this, you do know, you do have this sense. And I feel like this has been on your radar. In fact, we're still using the energy of Lionsgate. Like we are still wide open in that energy that lasts until I think it's like August 22nd, because we still have like 2 weeks past the 8/8 portal to still use and manifest with this energy. And I do feel like that Lionsgate was very significant for the twin flame collective. And I feel like there will be a lot of people truly manifesting this in. With the Magician, you have the power right now. The energy is just perfect for everything to really truly come together. If that's what all the intentions from everyone that's connected in this, if everyone has the right intentions right now, it can truly come together. And so we have the magician, willpower, creation. We just have the power of creation all around us right now. So this looks really, really beautiful. And I'm really excited I did this. So hopefully, like I said, if you've been resonating with it, that you've gotten the sense with it too of how very beautiful this energy really is. And yeah, I don't think I have any more questions that I want to ask because I asked a ton of questions. So we're just going to go ahead and close it out with the Art of Manifestation Oracle. So what can we do to help bring our manifestations in? Collaborate. That feels like union. Sometimes we are called to develop our self-sufficiency, and this can be a valuable road to travel and in the discovery of our unique and individual gifts. But this is not the same as trying to do everything yourself all the time. This is not a time to go it alone. It is a time to unite and work with others. And so I feel like, especially for the feminines that are just waiting to see, just waiting to see where this thing goes, I think getting yourself connected with other feminines on this journey is very important. I feel like being able to have these conversations and just say, here is what's going on in my connection right now. I don't quite understand it, but this is, I'm going to trust the process. And so like I got to have, some conversations with some other divine feminines who have been in separation for a long time. And those have been very healing conversations to have, is when I get to have those and be like, oh, okay, so I'm not the only one. Okay, I'm not the only one who's gone through that. Okay, I feel like that's going to help you so much to not get so down, and it's going to help you be able to have the trust, and it's going to give you other things to focus on, because you can still have a very fulfilled life without having that romantic connection in it. But of course, that's what we're all like hoping, that we get the friends, we get the job, we get the money, we get the love, we get it all. That's what we're wanting. But I think that right now we've got to look at our other resources and have the really fulfilled life right now. And then I feel like that's part of it's just because it's the acceptance that yes, this is going to happen. It's just the inner knowing, yeah, this is going to happen. So I'm not even stressed about it. I'm just living my life until it comes together for me. All right. So I'm going to stop there. Hopefully you found value in this video. If you did, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel. You can hit the bell for notifications and it will let you know every time we post new videos. And let me see, I'll go ahead and pull that slide up for us. So if you don't know, we post daily videos. We have 7 of us on this team, and we each take 1 day a week to post a video, and my days are Tuesdays, and I swap in between Twin Flame Tuesday and Angel Messages. So next week will be Angel Messages again. We do live card pulls on Mondays at 10 a.m. Eastern and Fridays at 5 p.m. Eastern. And then we have a monthly collaboration episode that we do on the 3rd Friday of each month at 6 p.m. Eastern. And during that episode, we do a drawing. Well, we give the opportunity for a free private reading giveaway. So be sure to check all of that out. And then if you haven't, also be sure to check out our Lionsgate Empowerment Summit. So we posted lots of content for you on 8/8, and it's all evergreen content. So like, even though we did it with that 8/8 portal energy, we've given information that you can use, from here on out. So definitely go check out all of the things that the team has put together for you. And other than that, I hope you guys just have an amazing rest of your week. I'd love to hear how this connected with you down in the comments. And I thank you all so much for your support. You guys have been amazing. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.